Again, this is Nate Swaby with CasaTank Realty and Swaby Estates. So today I'm going out to Caledon area, which is basically just north again of Brampton. It's very close to the highway, so the 410 actually connects just before it, which is kind of the centerpiece between Caledon and Brampton. I actually really like this area. It's away from the city. It's quieter. Some people like the quiet, some people love the city. Personally, I like the quiet, and for any of you guys that do as well, you'll probably enjoy this area. This little inner community that I found years ago when I was delivering and doing catering out to school here in this area. At that point it wasn't very developed, but it's developed quite a bit since then, and I actually enjoy it. I go walking here at times, biking and so forth. It's got an interconnected trail that goes through the community as well, which is fantastic if you like that stuff like I do. So I'm going to take you along the ride. I'm going to show you this area here, and if you guys are interested in some new development or buying into a community that's growing quite rapidly and definitely has a lot of prospect for the future, feel free to reach out to me about any questions or inquiries.
So here we are heading south now towards the community. As you can see here in this new area, there's already development occurring with larger plots of land, a little bit larger homes, but north of here would be more fields and open land, farmland. I'm sure that will be developed within a nice short period of time. But as we head south here, this is basically north of the 410 highway, which falls into the Caledon region. Just south of here is basically Brampton. So you cross the border when you cross over the 410. So right here on our right hand side is a public school. There's actually a number of schools already in the community. We have 2 publics and 2 Catholic schools for those of you looking that have children. And as the area develops further, you'll notice there will be more schools that will develop alongside with it. So this area is predominantly family-based living. You'll notice as you go around the area, there'll be a lot of families, kids. There's going to be a lot of parks in the area. A lot of the housing here is detached, semi-detached, and townhomes. But it does have a good mix as well, because we do have an older folks living home on the right-hand side here. There's also multi-purpose homes, so thus being a commercial base for a business, for example, and then on top you have more residential living. Another great feature about this community is that it has its own commercial shopping centers, which is a fantastic benefit in this case. Let's say you wanted to go out to get the groceries and you didn't want to leave the community, you can do that right here on your right hand side. If you want to go to the butcher shop or say get pizza for the family, it's right there for you. On your left hand side, you got more of the multi-purpose, which is the residential on top and say commercial on the bottom. So if you need to go to the convenience store or say the hair salon or get your nails did, you can do that all right here. Now another added benefit on the left hand side is with every community there is always a great community center. So they have this community center coming in. It's actually not built yet. It's on the way. It's almost ready. But it's a beautiful community center which will have all kinds of stuff that you can sign up to. If you like fitness and you like being active, that'll be a great feature for living. Now, if you're fortunate to get into this community in the earlier stages when the area was developing, you could probably get a detached home in the range of the low 400,000s to the low 500,000, and this would range anywhere from 4,600 square feet to 9,800 square feet. In the earlier stages of development, semi-detaches would go for approximately the low 300,000s. The semi-detaches now range in the price of 800,000 to mid 800,000, and this is within the square footage of 2,400 square feet to 2,600 square feet. And of course the townhomes, which can range anywhere from the 500s, low 500s, all the way up to the mid $800,000 range, and the square footage can range anywhere from the 900s to the 3,600 square foot. Now on the right hand side, you'll see there's a lot of open land. That open land is going to be developed. It's already got plans. There's already signs there as well that's starting to indicate that the development will be happening very shortly. Now a lot of these properties, detaches, semi-detaches, tend to range in the 3-bedroom range. You can have 3 bedrooms, 4 bedrooms. Obviously the land, you're getting a lot more lot space here than somewhere like Brampton, for example, so you get a lot more backyard space as well. One thing that really appeals to me about this community is that it has, again, interconnected paths. So that's a big part of it. I love that because you can go from, say, the east side of this community to the west, or the north to the south, and you can do this mostly interconnected pathways that tend to range around small areas of water beds. Now, these paths also lead to parks. They also lead to schools. Now, you can also take a very large arterial path, which actually happens to go in towards Brampton, and that will take you north and south of Brampton. And with this path, you pretty much have access to most of Brampton as well. So it's very convenient to have these paths, and if you are looking for a community that has these paths, this is a great one. Now, on your left-hand side here, this is a public school. This one's called South Fields. I actually used to do business with these guys. A very nice school, very fresh and brand new. A lot of kids in the area mostly started at this school, as it was one of the first schools in the community. Okay, so here we are again, the back side of the community center this time. The community center, again, should be ready around the summer of 2020. As you can see, it's very close to being complete as we speak. On the right-hand side, again, this is the multi-purpose living, upstairs residential, and commercial on the bottom floor. Okay, so again on our right, again it's a commercial space. As you see, there's open land there for additional commercial, and this is the place you would go if you wanted to get, say, groceries or food. There's entertainment there as well. On the left-hand side, again, that's another piece of open land that is scheduled for residential as per the sign, and as soon as they start construction there, that'll be available. If you guys have any interest in either commercial or residential, please let me know and I'll get you additional information. And then again on the left, as you can see, there is the park, as I explained before, the interconnectivity with regards to pathways and the water base lake that they have there. So these are the kind of areas that they have in this community that you can walk around, which is very beautiful. If you like to exercise or jog, these are beautiful areas to do so. Now, another great thing to take notice about this community is they tend to interconnect both detached homes, semi-detached homes, and townhomes integrated together, which is nice because you get a good mix of community. It's not just one section of area that has one particular type of crowd. On the right hand side is our Catholic school. As you can see, it's very interesting and built very well. The community obviously takes pride in the appearance of the schools. And on the left hand side, you again have another water bed for paths you can walk around. Okay, so now as we're nearing the completion of our tour here of this community, the community is formed in something of an O pattern. So a lot of it is entwined in between the Highway 410 and Highway 10 that leads all the way up to Orangeville, so north of Brampton. If you enjoy hiking, biking, if you love trails or going for nature walks, there's actually a conservation area that's only 5-10 minutes away from here. It's just south of this community. It's called Heart Lake, and it's a beautiful place to take the family in the summer. A large part of this area, most of the construction of this area did start in around 2011, 2012. So here we are, almost 8 to 9 years later, and this is what we have for a community now. So again, this is the Caledon region, north of Brampton. This is one of the recommended places that I prefer to show my clients, as this is a very beautiful area, and I personally would love to live here myself. It's one of many places that I enjoy. If you enjoyed it as well, feel free to contact me. I can always get you further details. If you are interested in any properties, I'm more than welcome to go out and have a look for you, or send you a virtual tour in this case if going out there is not a possibility. I would love to hear from you if you do have any questions or concerns.
So this is the Southfields area. This is in the Caledon area, which is north of Brampton. It connects really closely to an arterial highway, which is the 410, which will get you right into the GTA real quick. Being in the Caledon area might help you out on property taxes a little bit there. And it also has a lot of quiet, which is very important for a lot of people. So if you like to be a little more on the quiet side, this is a great area for you. It's a community-based development, which also has their own community centers, their own schools. They obviously have their own boutiques and grocery stores and restaurants as well inside the community, which is very nice. I stumbled upon this again through my restaurant business, doing catering and delivery for school lunch programs for the kids in this area. I've also stumbled upon it when doing hiking and biking up this area, and it actually interconnects from Loafers Lake, which goes north and south of Brampton, which is very convenient. So it does give you access into the Brampton area. If you guys have any questions related to this area, development questions, or if it's just simply to look at new builds or pre-existing builds, feel free to reach out to me. Again, my name's Nate Swaby with CasaTank Realty and Swaby Estates. I've been in the industry for about 15 years, renting, buying houses. Now I'm helping out with regards to the selling parts and trying to get you guys informed and educated on everything and making some good investment decisions. Talk to you again. Take care.